going hunting.
So here's the next thing I want to show you. It is December 26th here in North Dakota. Today is actually fairly warm. It's just noon right now and it's about 20 degrees out. A week ago, all the way back to maybe a couple weeks ago, we had some rain and some ice, and been seeing some birds. But let me show you something. The crop here is non-existent. Shot this bird about an hour and a half ago, so about 9:30. No crop, no corn, no food, no energy. This was on the edge of some corn. One thing I want to share with you is everybody thinks corn plots and food plots and how great it is. The birds can't pull corn off of standing corn. The best thing you can do is, if you have food plots, is go out there and drive through it, knock it down, get the cobs on the ground. The problem here, the last couple of years, we've been having rain in November, beginning of December. So any kernels that are on the ground are froze in the ground. And this is an old bird. Check out the spurs on this guy. He's an old bird, and he was unable to scratch through to get any food. That's maybe why they're holding so tight in the cattails. They're starving to death. Unfortunately, they are literally starving to death. So if you have land, leaving standing corn, yeah, that's not the ticket. You got to go out there and spread corn on the ground. Put a couple bushels down and do it every couple weeks. Or leave some standing corn and go out there and knock a couple rows over every week so that there's some cobs on the ground. But that's the sad truth of what's really going on here. These birds right now are starving to death. They can't get that corn that's frozen, or it's still standing. Either way, it's not helping them. So here's a 50-50 approximate blend of corn and sunflowers. And a pheasant's crop will hold approximately a handful. I'm going to go weigh this out twice a day. So there's one. That's a pretty good handful. We'll just estimate there as that's how much one pheasant will eat every day. Ounces. So 3 ounces of feed per bird per day. So here's a normal 5-gallon bucket, and this is about what you comfortably fill a bucket. It's about 2 inches down from the top. I'm going to set it up here on the scale. So that's going to weigh, I left it in ounces, 370, let's just round it off, 373 ounces for a 5-gallon bucket of 50-50 corn and sunflowers. So a little quick math, 375 ounces divided by 3 ounces per bird per day, that would be 125 feedings. So one 5-gallon bucket of corn and sunflowers will feed one pheasant for 125 days. So that's a little over 4 months. That would be the entire winter. So if you're looking to do some wildlife feeding and you think corn plots and standing corn is enough, the birds can't get it. So if you have the ability, get a hold of your local farmer or your local elevator and buy some buckets from them. I don't know, you got to try to get an estimate of how many birds you've got out there. So like I said, one 5-gallon bucket full per bird for the entire winter. So if you had 100 birds out there, you're gonna need 100 5-gallon buckets full. So right now the price of corn is about $4 here locally. You'd need a bucket and a half per bushel about. So you know, you're looking at a little bit of money here. But you want to save the birds and have stuff to hunt. If you have the ability to feed them, that would help them out tremendously. Jamie Edwards, Hunting with Dad. Have a great day. Good afternoon, this is Jamie Edwards from Hunting with Dad. It is a beautiful Saturday afternoon. It's about 35 degrees here in North Dakota. We're out filling some bird feeders with a mixture of corn and sunflowers. And if you watch my last video, looks like about 25 pounds worth, which is a 5-gallon bucket, gonna feed one bird for 125 days. But I want to show you something here. Everybody's talking about corn plots. I've got I got the family here. Here's the girls. Got the wife Renee. We got my daughter Katie. We got my dog Piper. We're looking at corn plots, food plots here today. Let me show you something. So we left this all standing. The deer have eaten some of the tips off, but Piper likes to eat them. This is Katie. Come stand here. How high is that corn? It's about 4 feet, 3 feet off the ground, or even with you. Try to pull that cob off, will you? Take a hold of it. Pull it off. Pull hard. This is my whole point. Pull.
I can't.
So my 4-year-old can't pull it off. This is. That's how hard these cobs pull off. And now you expect a bird, a pheasant, to jump up in the air and grab this cob of corn and pull it onto the ground so they can get at it and eat. They are starving to death right now. There is not we've gotten to melting days, but we've had a lot of rain and it's covered everything up. Here, will you just kind of shell that out? Throw some for the birds. So that's what I want to show about these corn plots. They're good for shelter and the deer will eat on them. But yeah. But if your idea is planting corn for birds, and the birds have been in here, there's tracks here, they are starving in your food plots because they cannot knock those cobs off. They're relying on something to come in and knock them down and get that cob off. I'm coming through here. I also have a patch here of sunflowers and just a kind of a mess. From a farming point of view, it's a disaster, but from a habitat point of view, they love it. But same thing. Look at how high these sunflower heads are. Now, like this one, pretty much all the seeds have been eaten out of it, but they're 3 feet tall. Between 3 and 5 feet tall. So the birds can't get up there to get them unless something comes through and knocks it down. It's just simply for blocking wind. So the best thing you can do is get some shelled corn, get some feeders out, and feed them that way. If you want to think about it this way, a 5-gallon bucket is almost a bushel. So 1 bushel would feed 1 bird for 4 months.
We're going hunting.